What's up guys, Black Rose Duelist here, and I'm back with a new video. Sorry I was gone for a little while. I was on vacation, but I'm back to bring you guys the latest YouTube videos that you've been craving for. So today we have my top 5 decks for July 2015. Very interesting list. There has been quite a bit changes from the last list in June 2015. As always, I'll put how the chart has changed from the last month. If you want to check out the previous months, I'll have a link to my playlist of all the previous lists, so go check that out. So without further ado, let's go get into those top 5 decks. Real quick before we get into the video, tomorrow I'm uploading my Dueling for the Summer Yu-Gi-Oh! Parody, so go check that out. If it's already out, go watch it right now. I worked really hard on it with my friends on vacation, so I'd really like it for you guys to go check that out and tell me what you think. So now let's get into the decks. So number 5, we have Shaddolls. Shaddolls have been going down for the last few weeks, or last few months actually. So last list they were number 4, now they're down to number 5, minus 1 spot. I feel like they were really hyped for the past few months, but they haven't really shown that they're really living up for the hype, you know? So Shaddolls, their pros are they're very versatile in their builds. They can add lots of techs, such as Mathematician, Veiler, Maxi, all types of stuff, because they can go into their fusions with these cards. So they can add some pretty odd techs that can fight against the meta. They're kind of under the radar now, so you're not going to see as much side deck hate against the Shaddolls. Also, they're all kind of floaters. If you set one down, you're going to get something out of it. If they try to Dark Hole, Mirror Force, Raigeki, something, you're going to get some effects out of it. So no matter what, going into a monster will never really hurt you. The cons, they have a bad Klee matchup, lots of advantage with kind of little outcome. By that I mean, you can get out 3 fusion monsters, but you're not really going to have that big of a field as if you're going, or advantage. If you're going for Necros, for example, you can get like a hand of Valkyris that you can recycle 2 or 3 times, and Trishula, getting rid of 3 of your opponent's cards, and huge beaters. With Shaddolls, all you're really going to end up with getting all your advantage is maybe like a Construct and a Winda, while other decks, they use all of their cards for bigger and better plays, if that means out. Also, simple outs, things like Macrocosmos, D-Fissure, Dimensional Prison, stuff like that can really hurt Shaddolls really easily. So yeah, number 5 we have Shaddolls at number, moving down the list by 1 spot. Number 4 we have Ritual Beast, which is a debut. I'm pretty sure a couple months ago Ritual Beasts were like number 5 or number 4, but they're back now. They've kind of proven in the WCQ for US and a little bit of Europe, I think, that Ritual Beasts are still a really strong contender. The pros are it's unexpected. A lot of people still don't know what the Ritual Beast cards do. They're very fast and they can get pretty big plays with their new great boss monster, the Ulti Gaia Pelio. It negates lots of things. It's a huge beater, and they really have a big, great boss monster now. They also can get big advantage with their littler monsters, like the one that the bird right there that banishes a Ritual Beast, and you gain it. You get it to your hand in 2 turns. If you can use multiple of those every turn or so, you can get lots of advantage real quick. The cons are Imperial Iron Wall still really hurts the deck. If they can't banish, they can't fusion, they can't get their effects. Also, they have pretty bad brick hands where you can get no Ritual Beast Tamers or none of the beasts themselves, so you can't go for a fusion summon. Also, their monsters are a little weak without going to fusion summon, so when you have the brick hands, you can't do like what Clipboard does, where you can just normal big beater. They don't have that. So Ritual Beasts are number 4. Number 3, we have Clipboards. Clipboards came back on the last list, and now they're up from number 5, number 3, up 2 spots. The pros of the Clipboards are they're very happy trappy. I almost said happy trappy. Heavy trap related. They also have the new Lose One Turn card, which helps it immensely. They're all floaters, so whenever a clipboard dies, you can expect it to come back with the pendulum summoning, and they're pretty big beaters when you tribute summon them. For example, the scout, not the scout, the laser shooting one, it's 2800 attack. When you tribute summon it, it can attack twice with 2800, so that's 5600 on its own. Shell, that's its name. Cons, only 2 scouts, and it's vulnerable to things like MST, Twist, or Fairy Wind. Say your opponent just has 2 MSTs, it's really hard to come back from because they can chain to your scout, and you're kind of left with nothing. So, Clipboard's up to number 3. Listen, I'm just gonna be real with you guys. I just took a break from recording and ate tons of Chinese food. And if I seem slow or really just like down, it's because I'm in a food coma. And yeah, so number 2, we have Brain Abyss, which has been number 2 for 2 months now. The pros are Darklaw kills Shaddolls and the others. Great traps such as Fire Lake. No quote-unquote bad matchups. It can fight a good fight against most things. Where things like Shaddolls don't really have a great matchup against Ritual Beasts because they just get out Dimensional Fissure or a Macrocosmos, and they can just say GG, no rematch. And yeah, so they don't really have a bad matchup. Cons, no amazing matchups either. Like, there's no matchup like, I don't know, Clipboards to Shaddolls, I guess I'd say, where it's really easy. Like, Clipboards to Shaddolls, Clipboards, like, a simple Recreate can just annihilate Shaddolls, or a Ritual Beast can get out a D-Fissure and just completely annihilate Shaddolls, for example. Burning Abyss doesn't really have that, so it's kind of in a place where there's no bad matchups, so there's no real good matchups, which I guess is fine, but there's no like, okay, I'm gonna 2-0 this guy real quick. So yeah, it's always a fair fight with Burning Abyss. Tour Guide, I'm gonna keep this on list until next format because it's still important. Tour Guide at 1 hurts the deck way too much. Like, I honestly would say Burning Abyss might have been the number 1 deck, overtaking Necros right now, if Burning Abyss had 3 Tour Guide, but obviously they don't. So, Burning Abyss up to, or number 2 for 2 months, and let's see what's number 1 if it isn't obvious. Dun da da da! No surprise here, Necros number 1 for 6 months. Ever since I started the countdown, I think, till now, Necros just completely dominating. They're the most consistent deck out there. They have no bad matchups, and they're just overall greatness. Cons, it gonna get hit. Next list, it's just gonna get dominated. I'm feeling it. Everything is familiar. Everyone is familiar with the match now, so they kind of are used to the Necros domination, so they might have some idea of how to beat them nowadays compared to 5 months ago. Side deck / Cleese. A lot of people are obviously sighing for them because they're number 1 deck. I'm just kind of tired of talking about Necros, to be honest. And I think you guys know enough about Necros. So all I have to say is Necros number 1 for 6 months in a row. Hopefully we'll see the list in the next coming days, and we'll see Necros not be number 1 because I'm getting a little tired seeing them and talking about them. So finally, things to notice: Stellars are off the list, Necros number 1 for half a year, and Ritual Beasts are back from over 6 months of being gone from the list. So the longevity is real, I guess, for Necros and Ritual Beasts. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and make sure to watch my new video tomorrow, Dueling for the Summer. See ya!